really good games in front of a really good crowd and a really good setting. The championship game was a hard-fought game. I thought Ole Miss made tremendous plays. I was extremely proud of our kids for the way they fought and the way they fought back, and to get the lead in the game. And I thought Ole Miss, the catch in center field was outstanding. The catch at third base was outstanding. The play at first base was outstanding. I thought they made some really good plays. I thought our kids pushed them to play at a really great level, a really high level. I probably was a fun game to watch if we were in the stands, and I thought they pushed our kids to play great. And I thought it was just a really good game, and unfortunately they got the last punch and won the game. So I tip my hat to Jacobson. I thought was outstanding all weekend. I thought Finney pitched a really good game there and came back in and settled down and pitched well. And I thought Kylan Becker, wow, that's the first time I'd seen her play in a couple of years, and she's an outstanding player. I enjoyed watching her compete this weekend. Tip my hat to Ole Miss. I think they've got a great ball club, and look forward to watching them next weekend. And I admire the way they play the game hard and scrap and really fight and come at you. As far as my team, I'm extremely proud of them. I thought the kids, we game one today. We knew we had a game to give. I wanted to start summer. If things went our way, we would ride with her. But I made up my mind that, get her out. If we got behind more than one run, I'd get her out and be sure we had her fresh for the game 3. And so when they scored the second run, I immediately pulled her out. And I thought our kids did a great job. Just ended up being 5-1 or 5-0 at the end of that inning, and they didn't give up another run the rest of that game. I tipped my hat to all of our pitchers that came in, and I thought our kids set the tone going into game 3. And in game 3, I thought they got down, but they're a really good come from behind team. They kind of did the same thing they did last year at LSU. They about the 5th inning, they woke up and come from behind and actually took the lead, and I felt really good. I don't know how many times we went into the 7th with Summer on the mound and we come out with a win. And give credit to the 9-hole, is it Allie, the shortstop? That was, we had a 1 and 2, and she battled back to 2-2, fouled off some pitches, and she just hit the ball in the nose to center field and got a double. And then, of course, then you got Becker coming up, who's absolutely a great player. And at that point, you know that things could go the wrong way in a hurry. And then, we were debating. I wanted to load the bases with Gillespie, but Coach Roberts wanted to pitch to her. And you'll put your pitcher in a little bit of a bind when you do load the bases, but it would have took away the squeeze. And we made it elected to pitch, and Coach Smith, I think, squeezed on the very first pitch, which was extremely smart, and give credit to his kid got the bunt down and tied the game, and then I don't even remember now how we lost, but we ended up being on the short end of a 5-4 game.
Coach, the 9-hitter also hit the home run in the first game, so she really, other than Becker, really was kind of a thorn on y'all's side today.
Yeah, she just had great at bats all night. I mean, all day, and she had great at bats and great looks, and you've watched that. If you've watched Ole Miss all year, they're competitors. They're a great competitive team. They're going to battle you for all they've got. That's what they do, and they've done it all year in the SEC, and they did it today.
Coach, would you have brought Summer back if you had tied it or taken the lead in the first game?
Absolutely, yeah. If we would have got, at the end, if we would have got caught back up with a tie game, we would have brought her back in and tried to win the game 1.
Raina, talk about your 3-run homer that tied the game in game 2.
Kind of emotional. I don't remember too much about it now that everything's over, but I just remember seeing the ball well and trying to put my bat on the ball, and I feel like I got all of it. I wasn't too sure it went out at first because the center fielder had that amazing play, so I wanted to just make sure, but it felt good.
Julie, talk about this. In the second game, y'all seemed to do a little more against Molly than y'all did yesterday, and in the first game, y'all had more confidence and hit the ball harder. What was different? Did y'all just see her pitches better, or what was different?
I think we settled down, and we've stayed in ourselves, and we just wanted to battle that last game. We wanted to give all we had. And everyone left everything they had on the field, and I think it just showed. We went up to bat with a fight and just saw the ball better and just did everything we could to get on base.
Raina, kind of talk to us about the moment you stepped up to bat, the coach changed the pitcher, and it seems like you were the spark for the team with that big homer. What was going through your mind during that time?
I honestly felt like I hit better on her than the pitcher that started the second game. So I was actually a little bit relieved, but I just making sure I was looking for the fast one because I wasn't doing too well for changeups. But I felt like I had a good chance to hit off her.
Coach, did you get a good look at that play second that was changed? Miss, what did you see on that one?
Well, you know, the umpire, I thought that we got 4 umpires. They've each got 1 base, and she called her out. And I thought Dalton's foot was on the bag when the ball went in her glove. I thought it was the easiest play in the world, and so I was pretty upset when they reversed it. But he assured me when I watched it on TV tonight, that was his word, when you watch it on TV tonight, you'll see I got it right. And I said, well, I hope you're right. But, you know, there's nothing you can do about that as a coach. But, you know, the NCAA's given us 4 umpires. And you'd like to see the umpires trust each other. I mean, I don't know what she said. She wasn't sure she saw it, but what's she looking at? If you're the second base, you've only got one thing to look right there. Is your foot on the bag or not? And then if you're the other umpire, why would you not trust her unless he's positive he got it right? So he probably got it right. He seemed to be real confident he got it right. I was real confident he got it wrong at the time. But, you know, as a coach, you're emotional, you're highly prejudiced. You just assume that they got that right.
Julie, how about your home run we thought was a home run until, what was that? What did you see there from the bat to the end?
I knew it was going to be close, and I could see the center fielder eyeing the ball down, but it felt good off the bat. And after that, I mean, it did suck that she caught the ball, but I knew I was seeing the ball well, and I knew it got my team a little bit momentum, and that we knew that we could come at that pitcher. So it's not, things didn't go our way things didn't go our way that game, but can't do anything about that.
Julie, you guys have had a phenomenal season, so even though we came to an end today, just talk to us a little bit about what it's been like for you guys this year.
Yeah, this season has been amazing. We've been through so much together, and we've just hung so tightly this whole season and just built off everything and come together at the end and just gave it all we had. And so the season was really special. These seniors were unbelievable. They brought stuff to the team and to me that I can't take for granted, and we just want to carry that into next season. And I just think that next year people are going to take their Raging Cajun seriously.
I know you guys have a few seniors leaving, but you also have a returning team, it kind of feels like. So kind of talk to us about, you know, looking forward to next season.
Yeah, we have a huge returning team coming back. And I think our seniors are going to step up to be really big leaders next year, and I think we're going to carry on what these seniors have handed down to us, and so I'm really excited for next season.
Coach, how much easier is the off-season going to be for you that y'all made the comeback in game 2? I know what happened in the bottom of the 7th, but to be down 3-0 and to take the 4-3 lead.
You know, I'm just really proud of my team. I'm really proud of my kids. I look down and I see we're 52-6, and you know, I've been 15 months. I've been a head coach, and I was thrilled last year. They won 41 games, and but then to come out this year and win 52 games and give me the effort they give me all year. You know, I just love these kids. I love the team. I hate it for the seniors because I really love those 4 senior girls, and you know. You feel guilty as a coach when you don't lead them to a victory or you don't find a way for them to go on to the next round, and it won't be easy the next couple of days, but I'm extremely proud of our team and the effort they give us all year. I'm proud of what we accomplished. You know, if you look back 15 months, you know, probably wouldn't dream we'd be where we're at, and the future looks bright if we can stay focused and stay committed to what we're trying to accomplish. And so the off season will be, you know, it'll be tough for a couple of days. I'll probably I'm going to be really down for 2 or 3 days, and I'll refocus and I'll try to figure out what I need to do to make my ball club even better next year. And you know, I look over and I've got a sophomore like Raina, and Julie will be a senior next year. Hudek will be a senior. Shoma will be a junior. We got a really good sophomore class for the next 2 years, so there'll be a lot to be excited about after we have time to think about everything and digest it. But tonight is a lot of sadness about the seniors. In the next couple of days, you'll be you know, I'll be second guessing every play, every detail, and things that I could have did different or should have did different. There'll be a lot of looking backwards and be a little bit of pain in the next couple of days.
Anything else?